So welcome to part 2 of this series. Today I'm going to teach a bodybuilder and an arm wrestler how to sumo deadlift. They're going to do great. They're athletes. Both of them are super athletic. So the thing with sumo deadlift is all proportions and leverage. For someone like you, you have long femurs.
Okay.
And a short torso, which puts you in a weird position. Like, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be good at it. You might, but you're not going to look like me because we have very different proportions.
Okay.
So when you're here, like your butt is so far away from the bar, like you're almost like here. So, but ultimately the goal, like what I ideally would love to see someone do when they sumo deadlift, is to find a position where your hips can be as close to the bar as possible. So for me, it's here. Like, look, when I come down, I'm like right here. Like, this would be an ideal position.
Okay.
See? Whereas
Okay.
like you're like here.
Ah.
You're here.
Okay.
Did you pull 400 like that? Is that correct?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I start changing at
I see, no, that's
3:15, but yeah.
Do your thing. See how she kind of like wedges her hips to the bar?
And what,
So it's like
coming
a-
more close type of idea?
It's like a seesaw. So
I
you
love sumo.
you essentially need
Feels
to
like
use
nice.
the back of your body, so your butt and your legs, against the bar, as if it's not a seesaw, as if it's a jack that you
Okay.
put under the car. So your butt is like the handle of the jack,
Okay.
and your hands are like wires that are just like attached to the bar. So when the jack goes down, the chest goes up. So good. That looks so good.
Really?
Yeah,
Good.
really good.
Thank you.
Do you ever do conditional just to train a different way, or do you just 100%
So
sumo's your thing?
I think I made the mistake of thinking that if I got stronger in conventional, I was going to translate into my sumo, because
You
you're
didn't.
working on like muscles that are weaker or whatever. But honestly, that messed me up at the time. But I think the mistake I made was more like I should have been practicing both, like in the same block, like maybe doing sumo just for technique, like 6 to 10 reps, and then conventional, like pushing the lower rep schemes for strength. But I totally like took sumo deadlifts out of my program, so I ended up messing myself up. Yeah.
Bends the bar, so if that's anymore, it's going to be around, and that's when you work on
Gotcha.
you like the same flex, and then do a stop, do a start one.
You get yourself in the position you like there.
I love how gentle you put it down each rep. Is that a thing? Or like that's how you train? Like
No, it's more like a technique to like find your positions. Since I haven't done it in a long time, that's helpful for me. It gives me like a cue to where my body needs to be.
it looks great. Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because
Yeah, that's
other people just drop it and then start over. I find myself somewhere in the middle, but not that gentle.
Go 25s, because I think that'll be a good jump for
Yeah,
Kristen
probably.
too. And since you haven't been training a ton, probably smaller jumps are good for you too.
So when is acceptable to start using a belt, in your opinion?
Whenever you feel like you need
Really?
it.
Like there's no like rule in your household? That
No. That's the first pull.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You're suppressing the bar, right? You're still suppressing the bar.
Suppressing it?
Surprising.
Oh, surprising it. Okay, not taking out that tension in
Slack.
that.
Exactly.
Okay. Because I feel like I might get to that point where if I take out the tension, I don't know, something makes me feel like I can't get it up.
But
Maybe that's
have
in
you
my
seen how
mind.
long it takes for my bar to leave the floor? Like even at light weights. Like it takes me a good solid 2-3 seconds for the bar to actually start moving.
Okay.
And in some cases, 10 seconds. You know,
That's impressive. I feel like I give it like 2-3 seconds, and if it doesn't come up, I get pissed and stop. You know, that's impressive.
yeah,
you
you
know?
have to have patience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go, Sarah.
Let's go, Sarah.
Oh yeah, yeah, no more.
I feel like you keep your head a lot closer. I don't know why. Like, I mean, you guys do very well with that. I really want to like look at the sky.
I was taught in squat and deadlift to just keep on neutral. I don't know if it's true, but if your spine and your neck bone is, you know, like the same.
Connected. If you
Yeah.
do this, then your lower back also does that.
Yeah, you just
do
do
this,
it.
then you-
Yeah, I feel like that's
Yeah.
All the other lifts look great, so now you have to just like nail down all those details. So remember your stance, so you're kind of like a little bit inside the ring, right?
That's fine.
Yeah, that's good. 2 fingers on the knurling on each hand.
Okay.
That's good. So you're sitting down way too much.
Okay.
I want you like a little bit here. Yeah, there. And then start generating tension slowly instead of like yanking the bar.
Okay.
And keep your neck. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me pulling it with a good amount of what I had.
Yeah. Good. Do that.
And did it seem like that was correct?
Yeah, I mean, you obviously have some stuff to work on.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a great starting point. It's a great starting point. You just have to rewire your brain for a new movement pattern.
Correct.
So it happens just like if you have been practicing it that way, now you're gonna have to do almost like double the amount of repetitions the right way to get it right.
Okay.
So the mistake that most people make is that they drop down the weight way too much to try to fix a particular technique pattern that they're doing wrong. And the reason why that's a mistake is because anyone can look good lifting at 50%, but when it comes to strength, it's like, it's obviously your strength, but it's also your ability to maintain positions, which is neurologically regulated, right? Like your movement patterns are ingrained in your brain. And so you can look great at 50, 60, 70% and like absolute shit at 90 and 100%.
Yeah.
So usually the way that you train to improve your technique is going to something that's challenging but not impossible to overcome. So like say 80, 85% of your 1 rep max, and practicing singles, like 6, 8 singles.
So doing it once, walk away.
Yeah, doing it once, walk away, rest for 2 minutes, again, walk away, until you feel like, you know, you're really nailing down that weight. And then maybe
Okay.
the following week you increase a little bit and do the same thing.
Okay.
And you can also practice with like lower percentages, which is also necessary to build volume and like really wire that kind of movement pattern. It's repetition, right? Like anything. Like if you want to get better at this, then it's like doing this a million times. But you got to do it right.
Yep.
It's not just practice, it's like practicing it the right way. Up, 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 up. Come on, come on, come on. Good.
Yeah, that's heavy as
So that's
It came up though, but you see, I could not pull.
375. That's 375.
No.
This is 375.
365.
No, the bar is 45 pounds, and there's 345 splits, so 315 plus 50, 315 plus 50.
I'll have to off the camera.
Look how cute.
We had Oh my god.
I
that's
swear I
funny.
can math. Do is I want you to do a 2-second pause, 1 inch off the ground,
Okay.
like literally this far off the ground, and hold it there for 1, 2, and then finish.
And then come out.
1, 2. Good. 1, 2. Okay. Last one. 1, 2. Yeah.
And how often during a week would you do a technique like that? That one pause up, 1 inch thing?
So that would be, you know, you could either do it after your heavy deadlift day, or it could be an accessory deadlift day.
Okay.
So if you're first learning how to do a movement, I always recommend that you increase the frequency of the lift at a lower intensity. So you could deadlift 3 times a week if you wanted, just like keeping the intensity really low and practicing the technique, and having 1 day a week where you push for like a 5 rep max or a 3 rep max for the day.
Okay.
And that way you get the best of both worlds. You get the frequent practice, and then you also get the practice at high intensities. But again, it all depends on like what each person needs to work on, right?
Good.
What, Cesar? What do you want, man?
You gotta close out.
Okay. I hate outros.
I know.
Okay, well, that was it for today. Taught them how to deadlift. They did amazingly. Sarah absolutely crushed it. Sarah, you have like 450 in you. Like not today, but you have 450 in you for sure. No, not today. Well, only because we weren't at work for 10 hours yesterday, dehydrating the shit out of ourselves.
Yeah.
Yo, I was still moving this morning. Like this.
From the water?
I was still like this. It was horrible. I had to keep my patch on.
Why I kept mine on?
Yeah, I was like, fuck no. Still dizzy. Really interesting. I mean, you both are super athletic and have a bright future in front of you.
Still have a lot to learn. But
Sumo deadlift. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you really like the video, hit the like button. If you really like this video, subscribe to the channel.
Okay, peace out, my babies.
Me too.
Yep.
Peace out, my babies.
Peace out, my babies. Don't put that in.